Hey y'all, and welcome to Monner's Market, and welcome to Heidi Sonboul's Valentine's DIY Challenge. I am so incredibly excited to be participating in this challenge. I can't hardly contain myself. I never in a million years dreamed that I would be collaborating with my absolute idol. So forgive me if I'm giddy and silly and fumble through this because I am so girl crushing right now. She is absolutely amazing and was one of my biggest inspirations into going into the DIY arena. So for DIY number one, this is going to be very quick, very simple, and very easy, but it is a simple gift basket. $15 is all I have into this gift basket. And it is so high-end, and I would be tickled to death to receive something like this from my husband. So I found this gold basket. I love these gold baskets that the Dollar Tree has. They are so pretty to me and so high-end looking. The holes are a little big, so I took some plastic wrap and kind of put in there. You can't even see it when you're done, but it keeps everything from falling through the bottom. And this brown paper here that I'm going to be using. I love, love, love the brown up against the reds and the pinks and the different colors in between. So I took 2 bags of that and put it in the bottom. This tray is actually pretty big. I didn't measure it, but I would say it's probably about 14 inches or so long by maybe 8 or 9 inches wide. Or maybe I said that backwards. Anyway, the candle holder that you just saw me pick up is really large. I don't know if you can tell with the way I'm holding it, or, if it's in my hand, how big it really is. But it's probably twice the size of a regular drinking glass. And it is just so stinking cute to me. Now, I put it in there first with nothing in the bottom of it. And the candle set too low in there. So I just added some of that raffia in there, or filler paper, whatever that's called, and I just thought it was adorable. Now, the little heart tin is empty, but it was, in my opinion, the perfect thing to put all of the candies and stuff in it once the basket is kind of taken apart and kind of, gone through or whatever. So that was my reasoning for the heart-shaped tin, and it's so cute. Those little things that I'm holding right there are little makeup sponges, and they're shaped like hearts, and they're so adorable. There are some bath bombs in there. My absolute favorite are sixlets. Like, I probably ate quite a few. Of course, Queen Anne cherries. You got to have you some Queen Anne cherries for Valentine's Day. For me, it is just a tradition. You see how well this all come together and how quick it came together. There are some little cute heart-shaped glittered eye patches that you can use warm or cold. And like I said, there's only $15 in this basket, but I would pay probably $30 or $40 for it if I saw someone else selling it. Now, I did buy this little mailbox, but I didn't use it. And I'm glad I opened it because that's where I found my little eye patches at. So I almost left those out. And then that little ribbon right there had all of the colors that were in my basket in it. And it was just a perfect little addition to the top of that tin. And that was it. Super quick, super easy, super simple. But look at it. I mean, just look. It's so cute. And it's all name brand stuff. The little sixlets, the bath bombs, the X&O. Look at that candle to burn in your bath while you're taking a warm bath with your bath bombs. I mean, it's just so cute. The little truffles in the back. And this Namaste, oh my goodness, that candle smells amazing. There are those little glittery eye patches. You can't hardly see them behind that bath bomb, but they are adorable. You can either put them in the freezer or you can warm them up for your eyes. But look how cute that is. $15. And what you see right there is really only 14. But in the end, you will see what makes it 15. Now, this is DIY number 2. This sign started out right here. Red, red, red. Pretty. I mean, I thought it was pretty. I love the Valentine's sign itself, where it says Valentine's right there. It's on this kind of burlap paper. So I didn't touch that. I thought it was perfect just the way it was. Now, I tried to get the glue off of that, and I couldn't, so I did have to take it outside and sand it down. But once I got it sanded down, brought it back in, cleaned it up, and gave it a coat of white Waverly chalk paint. I thought originally that I wanted to distress it with sort of some red or pink or something like that. And I did, but I was not happy with it. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think if it's not going too fast. If you would have left it with the red distressing, and you'll see it in just a few minutes. But it was just, I don't know. I was trying to get rid of so much red. I mean, I know that's what Valentine's is about, reds and pinks and those type hues. But I just wanted it sort of a little farmhousey looking. And I did do the back in the white Waverly chalk paint because I had quite a few smudges on the back that was coming off of my tin foil. And I just didn't want it to look nasty. You know what I mean? I just wanted it to have a really good overall finished look. So I wanted to, like I said, utilize that Valentine's Day banner just the way it was. So I took some burlap ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree and I made me a little bow, and I found these cute, I can't remember which flowers they are. I think I'm going to show you, but it's going so fast we might not either one be able to read what kind of flowers they are, but they're just white. And I cut a little piece off of it. You'll see me do that here in just a second, and added it to it. And I thought it turned out adorable. But before I did that, I was like, well, wonder if I just put a little pop of red in here with the bow. And I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. So that's when I decided to go and distress it with a little bit of the red paint after I got my bow finished. But I don't know. The red just wasn't working for me. My Cricut machine was not available at this particular time. My husband was building me some shelves out in my shop, so I couldn't get to it. But I luckily found these stickers, and they worked perfect. So here I am distressing it with the red. And like I said, I just didn't like it. I mean, it was okay, I guess, but it was just too much. I wanted to bring it back down to more of a farmhouse look. So I just took my white paint and went right back over the top of it again. And I'm kind of glad I did, because it still had a little bit of the sort of a pink hue now shining through, but it was still a little too dark. So I went back over it one more time with a coat of white Waverly chalk paint. And then I was satisfied. So I just left it at that and went ahead and put everything together. Well, no, I'm lying. I did go with some red and tried to distress it, or it was really more of a light pink. And I did like that, but it wasn't really dark at all. I don't even know if you can really see it. So I took some twine and added the little hanger back. I did not use the red one that initially came with it, because that twine matched the burlap better, in my opinion. So this is where I took the stickers that I found. Thank goodness I found a bag of stickers. I don't know what I used them for in the past or how old they were, but I was happy to find them. So I just got Happy and Day and made it into Happy Valentine's Day. And that was it. It was that quick, that simple, that easy. And of course, I took some Mod Podge and went over the top of it to give everything a good seal. And this is a glossy Mod Podge, so it gave it a little sheen too that to me was pretty. So Hyacinth was the name of those little flowers. I did decide to go in with some ink and just sort of, I thought I was going to distress around the edge, but it was more, turned out more looking like lines. I should have took my time and did it a little bit better, but it is what it is, and I didn't want to repaint it for the 5th time and start all over, so I just left it the way it was. But I thought it turned out pretty cute, and I was proud of the way it turned out. So make sure you leave me a comment and let me know what you think about how it turned out. Now, while I'm finishing showing you this, my name is Brenda, and I am with Monner's Market, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube, all at Monner's Market. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, this would be a perfect time to reach down and hit that little subscribe button. And I would love, love, love if you would give me a big thumbs up if you like what you see in this video. Follow me on my other social media accounts. I am very, very new to YouTube, and I'm desperately trying to build my subscribers. I am a little over 350 now, which I'm super excited about. So let me hush now and tell you about DIY number 3. This Be Mine started out like this. It said welcome, and then it just had X's and O's. And to me, it didn't. The only thing that said Valentine's about that was the X's and O's and the hearts. But welcome?
Did you finish?
I mean, I don't even really know what that was about. So anyway, I deconstructed the whole entire thing and painted the little hearts. And 2 of them I will paint red. 2 of them I will paint sort of, I guess, a fuchsia color. And then the one in the middle I'll paint a light pink. And you'll see how I do it and get it down. Now, what I was cutting off right there, the welcome, the E for welcome, sort of poked out a little bit too far. So I made sure that I cut it down to match everything else. And then once I got it cut down and it looked pretty similar to the rest of them, I went in and started painting. Now, when I painted these hearts, I used red on 2 of them, this darker pink on 2 of them, and then that pretty light pink right there on the one in the middle. And I just got those painted, and my original thought was to put my stencil directly onto these, painted this color. And I remembered some ornaments that I bought. They're heart-shaped ornaments, and they say love on one side of them, and I'm going to show them to you in just a minute. And then on the other side, they're plain. So what I did is just chose to use the plain side. Now, I probably could have painted the side that said love, but if I did, it was going to take 2 coats instead of 1. And I was already kind of late getting this video out, as you see. So I didn't really have time to give it multiple coats to cover it up. So I flipped it over and used the back side and just gave it 1 good coat of the white Waverly chalk paint to put my stencil down on. And I'm really, really glad that I decided to go with the white paint, because I ended up using ink for my stencil, and it just really, really popped off of the white. I had kind of went back and forth, and you'll see me here in just a minute, going back and forth between the ink and the burnt umber, but I did ultimately decide to go with the ink. And I used just a piece of vinyl, random piece of vinyl that I had left over, to cut out the Be Mine so that I could put it on my my little hearts. Once I got them all cut out and weeded, put down on my hearts, I took the little daubers from the Dollar Tree. You get 3 in a pack. And I just used the little teeny tiny one, which worked perfect, and went with the ink, like I said, and just daubed it on there. Now, you need to be really super careful when you are doing any kind of stencil not to rub or paint in a normal painting swiping fashion, because that's where you get your runs from. When you're rubbing it or you're swiping it, you're eventually or ultimately going to get up under that stencil and it's going to bleed and run, and then you're going to be aggravated, and it's just going to mess everything up. So if you take your dauber and you just use an up and down motion, then you're going to stay pretty much right on top of your stencil, and you're going to get a perfectly clean, beautiful paint job every time. It took me forever to learn that, but once I learned don't rub, daub, oh my gosh, it was a game changer. And you'll see whenever I go to remove this vinyl in a minute, it is just as crisp and clear, and I didn't have one single run. Now I do use my heat gun to just dry it so that I can get it done a little bit quicker. And once it's good and dry, I just remove my vinyl and put it all back together. And well, no, I did put on some little bows. And I decided to use the same ribbon. It's not ribbon. What is it called? The twine. The same twine that I used for my little hanger at the top. I used that to make these little finger bows to put on each one of the hearts, just to give it a little bit of country look or farmhouse look or whatever look you want to call it. And the main reason I went with that instead of a white or a pink or a red ribbon is because the ribbon that I'm using to put it all back in a line is sort of a burlap, and it has these little monkeys holding hearts. So I wanted to kind of bring a little bit more burlap into it, and I did that with those little bows, as you'll see here in just a minute. And then once I got my stencils placed on, got all my vinyl removed, I simply put one white heart on each of the other hearts. And I did, like I said, I did red, dark pink, light pink, back to the dark pink, and then finished it off with the red on the bottom. And I was tickled to death at the way it turned out. It completely transformed it, like I said. It brought more Valentine's Day into it than it originally had with just the welcome. And I love the way it turned out. So once again, I'm asking you to leave me a comment in the section below and let me know what you think about the way this turned out. Let me know what you think about how any of the three things that I did turned out. Every time you comment and every time you like and give a big thumbs up and especially subscribe, it really, really, really helps me build my new channel more than you could ever imagine. And it just supports what I'm doing. It really makes me feel good too. And I love when you guys leave me comments, and I'll always, always, always answer you back. I have never failed to not answer anyone, I don't think. If I ever have failed to answer you, let me know, because I try really hard to go back through with every single video and look at all of my comments and recomment, like answer you back, because I really do love to engage with you and talk to you and get to know you. I have a few absolute wonderful subscribers that come watch every single video that I do. And Derek and Tyra, I love you guys. Y'all never, ever, ever fail to watch my videos and say something. You're not the only ones, but you two guys never fail me. So I love you, and I appreciate every time you come and leave a comment and thumbs up and all that good stuff. So anyway, just a shout out to you guys. But this is how I finished it up. I put the little twine hanger on it and went back and put the little finger bows on there, like I said, with this twine. And that was pretty much it. It was super simple, super quick, super easy. And I love the way it turned out. So let me know what you think. Make sure you tell me which one was your favorite. Was it the gift basket? Was it the white heart? Or was it this? I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be... Oh, I don't know. That's hard. Maybe this one. I don't know. Maybe the gift basket. Yeah, no, I'm not going to pick. I can't pick. It's impossible. So make sure you tell me which one you would pick. So now I'm just going to go through and finish putting my little finger bows on there. And that's going to finish it up. And I love the way this turned out. So I'm going to put it all together for you now and kind of let you see it all together. Now, I did go back, and if you remember me saying in the very beginning that it ended up being $15 total for that gift basket, that's because I added those lights to it. Look at this Be Mine. Look how cute that is. You see the little monkeys? Those are so adorable holding those little hearts. I love the way this transformed. I really like the way the white heart turned out. It's a lot simpler than all of the reds and pinks, but it's super farmhouse looking to me, and I adore this sign. Love, love, love. Like I said, the burlap Valentines, I didn't touch it. I did put a little bit of black distressing around the edge to match what I did around the white heart, but that was it. Now, these lights look blue for whatever reason, but they're not. They're pink, and I'm not sure why they look blue. Like when I looked at it with my eyes, it was all pink. I could see the pink. Nothing looked blue, but as soon as the camera hit it, it switched to a blue hue, and I never could figure out exactly how to make it look pink like it was. So I don't know. I'm not really a good photographer anyway, but look how cute everything in this basket is. Like I said when I was making it, super high end, very classy, and any woman would be tickled to death to receive that. $15. Now, it looks a little more pink here, I guess, than it did in the beginning, but I just wanted to say thank you to Heidi Sonboul, one last time for allowing me to be a part of this collaboration. There will be a link to the playlist in my description. Make sure you watch everybody on the list. Give them some love. Give them some big thumbs up. Comment on what you see. And again, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming back. If you are one of my regulars, if you're coming from the challenge, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching this all the way through. Please consider becoming one of my subscribers. God bless you all. Happy Valentine's Day coming up, and Happy New Year, everybody, because, I mean, let's face it, it really was just New Year's. So God bless you all. Thanks for coming.